谢谢老师。我第二个问题是问，就是比如说我们摄影指导已经做好了这个灯光的布置，这个构想基本上就按照这个机位已经拍了，但是我们拍了很多条，比如说200条、100条，都达不到我想要的这个效果，就是说导演或摄影指导你要达不到这个效果，你还会坚持还是改变方案？这个是细节问题。
Very simple. I don't do the movie. If my proposal to the director is not acceptable and it doesn't convince me to see in another way, it's better for me don't do the movie. Period.
I think what
In order to give you another little piece of answer about the Confucius visualization, if you think for a moment, the great philosopher, the great prophet, in different religions, in different philosophy, but there is some kind of principle very similar to each one of them, very similar. So, without any doubt, knowing very well the life of Jesus helped me to convey on screen the life of Muhammad. And so was when Bertolucci, we tried to visualize the Siddhartha journey to become Buddha. He is not far from what later Jesus did as well, because he learned from Buddha, and Maometto learned from Jesus. And everybody, we had that period. There was a great philosopher around, Socrates, Confucius, Zarathustra, Buddha. In one period of time, it was the mind of some people were so brilliant, so they went so far. They took centuries before to arrive to another moment. Let me tell you a little story. While we were doing Mohammed, the director told me, Vittorio, I would love to visualize the birth of Mohammed. In my opinion, we should have some kind of falling star, some kind of sky event. And I don't know how much you know about this history of Jesus, but it's very famous, the story that when Jesus born, they saw a big meteorite moving, big star moving on the sky. And there is the legend that the three great philosophers from Persia, from Arabia, from China, I think, followed that star and reached Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. That's a very famous legend, let's say. So I went in Rome, in the planetarium, is a place, a wonderful place, where them can recreate with the computer an incredible view. They are all seated, almost like in IMAX. You are like that. You are able to see the universe. And they are able to recreate artificially with the computer the composition, how the universe or the galaxy or the sun planetarium, let's say, were in one specific time. So I asked, it is possible that you show me how was the sky on that specific date, 572 years after Jesus, which was more or less the date of Muhammad was born. I don't know. I know that in China there is a different, but it's very similar to what is in Europe, about the connection with the zodiacal sign. You said you are born in July or in August, so you are under that kind of sign, and you have that kind of influence. What that means? It means that when we are born, the universe and the sky on top to us as a kind of combination that they transfer some kind of energy on us. And we are like a photographic element. Practically, the universe is being printed on us. And the different combination between the sun, the moon, the Zeus, Jupiter, whatever, are giving to us some kind of energy that we are probably taking a kind of behavior about not only our personality, but also about those kind of input that we received. Well, they showed it to me the moment that Mohammed was born. There was a kind of triple conjunction between Mars, Zeus, and Jupiter. And they are in the kind of contact so close that they created an incredible sky event. And there was a lot of star falling, meteorite going around, and so on, because these electronic magnetic forces between those great planets, and they detach after a while. So I said, oh, I understand. I mean, practically we can find some way that those kind of sky events are determining star falling down or meteorite that maybe we can recreate with light, this kind of influence. And I said, wait a minute, can I see what's happened 5 centuries before when Jesus was born? They the same things. Jupiter, Mars, and have the same, Saturn have the same conjunction and make the similar sky event. Oh my God. Oh, that's why they call the meteorite the sun. Can I see what's happened when Buddha was born? Siddhartha, 5 centuries before. Same things, a triple conjunction. That's something that happens every 5 centuries, more or less. It practically seems that the energy that those triple conjunctions are making on the universe are making incredible influence on ourselves. And that's why in some kind of period we have such an incredible level of energy, a philosopher or great artist or wherever. So one way to another, that kind of direction is the direction that you can start to thinking how can be visualized also the life of Confucius. It's not so far. Always you should go back to Albert Einstein formula, energy. And we use visual energy like light and color and so on, according to the fact this coming for matter in movement. So we are made by matter, but step by step we become energy without any doubt. So this journey is always similar to anyone. Sorry.
不用话筒可以吗？话筒递过去吧。没问题吧？这么说。话筒递过去吧。喂，开着那个话筒。你就说吧。
老师您好，我想问一下，2个问题，就是说我特别喜欢那个格雅那个影像风格，以及他的美术的处理，它是关于一部格雅美术一生的一个传奇的这样一部电影，但是它的场景我特别喜欢，它各种幕布有场戏是可以这样隔开空间。里边有灯，外边就没有；外边有灯，里边就没有了。应该是有那么一场戏。我不知道那样一场戏的创意是从您要求是这么拍的，还是由于美工的建议，还是导演的创意当中，是在制作当中他提出的这样一个要求的条件。我特别想了解这场戏的是怎么产生的。同时，您当初是跟卡绍拉导演合作的时候，是怎么制定这场戏的拍摄计划的？这是第一个问题。 第二个问题 ，OK，
One at a time.
yes， 好 ，OK。
I'm sure you noticed yesterday when I show the video of the segment of film with Bertolucci, Coppola, Bitti, Saura, that when the Saura movie Flamenco arrived on the screen, was completely different in composition, in light and color, compared to the one I did with the Bitti, Coppola, and Bertolucci. Because with Saura, we established a completely different connection. He was used to do films with dancing and music, because he did Carmen, he did L'Amor Bruco, he did several movies about the flamenco dancer. But he doesn't like to go in an original set or creating something funny. So that's why he loved the use of screen and having on the screen some kind of light and shadows, some element. I introduced to him the concept of color because he originally was a photographer and he was printing the photography by himself in his house, mainly in black and white. So he has a great concept of composition of the image and rhythm for the music and dancing. He doesn't have a lot of concept about color, which I introduced in his mind. After we did flamenco, we did tango, and we started to develop the idea to use on this screen more and more elements. Till when we arrived in Goya in Bordeaux, we felt the need that we don't need any longer we need to show a set, but we don't need to build it. We need just an image. So with the help of my son Fabrizio, he is a visual effects supervisor, we practically took still photograph of original set, and he printed in very special material called PVC. It's a plastic. Practically, we have the art department. At that time was an idea from myself and Carlos. The production design was totally unaware of this kind of system. It was the production design in Goya was an old production design used to build set. When we present this idea, he didn't like it. So we have to have also a young production designer to physically follow us in this new vision. But the only two people that love to have it, Carlos Saura and myself. Till my son came with the idea that we can print image also in something that was like a net. The image, like they do in theater. You saw yesterday more than one images that I had in one from the art. That we have two people speaking with light with some kind of image behind them, and after the light went down over here, came up behind the screen, and we were able to see another scene behind. This is really a theater technology that we used on cinema. After that experience, we started in Carlos Saura, and you saw another example yesterday in Io Don Giovanni, the last segment. There is Mozart and Lorenzo da Ponte, the writer, speaking about the opera Don Giovanni, and suddenly behind them, we start to visualize what is talking to Mozart, his narration. So it was a great idea to visualize what you're thinking or what you are talking about. So in Goya and Bordeaux, step by step, we invented a revolutionary system that we don't need build set. We need just to visualize the set. We need the prop, a chair, a table, a glass, but we don't need the screen. We don't need that one. It was only printed in images. And on top, if you print in a grid, using light, the reveal, shadows, the hide, you're able to go from one place to another, creating this magic effect to visualize your own thought. That's it. Okay?
我下边还有第二个问题，老师，是这样，您是一位天皇级的一位大师级的这样一个人人敬仰而人人向往的这样一位摄影师，都是我们心目当中的神级的，也是我们的偶像。但是当跟您接触的时候，我发现您不仅仅是一个摄影电影的一个技术上的制作者，您同时也是一位电影影像的一种灵魂的一个创作者。所以我特别想了解，就是您的哲学理念是什么？您的宗教观念是什么样的？而且你有没有信仰？我只是想说，信仰并不一定是宗教信仰。对，有宗教的追求，未必会有自己的信仰。
信仰方面问题，昨天大师已经回答过了，或者你有没有什么其他的方面的？
你不要打断我，这是很关键的，因为我是一个创作者，我必须要了解大师的心灵。不要打断我，因为昨天您的翻译，说实话就差一点意思。谢谢。
No, Jackie is right. I think it's something I already spoke about, but definitely, I think without any doubt you should have a faith. Without any doubt you should have a spirituality. You cannot just thinking that your life is made with matter, because you will be an animal. Human being is somebody that, compared to animal, can pre-visualize something, can think in the future, can think ahead, can have an imagination, can be a visionary. And in order to have this kind of open mind, you should never stop to be student. I'm very happy that when I finished my 9 years of study in photography and cinematography, I understood through the painting of Caravaggio that I was very ignorant in one area. And I started again to study and research, and I never stop. And the more you study, as a great philosopher used to say, now I know that I don't know. And I feel happy on the fact that today I'm here with you guys, but not only like happened in the World Academy. Academy is not a school where I transfer knowledge to you and that's it. But also I'm learning from you at the same time. Somebody of you presented to me some thought this morning. And this is something that I'm going to read very carefully, because I'm sure there is a new concept, a new idea that is going to be added to what I already know. I'm sure that there is something. So practically you never stop learning. And be aware that it's wonderful to be a student, an eternal student. Have a good time.
谢谢老师，谢谢翻译老师。
老师你好，就是对于 电影的很多元素来说，它是很暧昧的。就是我们之前一直听的，就是说对于这个是
Sorry, okay.
对，刚才说的是电影元素里面，它有很多是
I was without glasses.
暧昧性的，就是比如说象征性的东西，不同的文化，不同的文化背景都会有不同的解释。比如说《末代皇帝》里面你说到的一个单车是绿色的，它代表知识，但是有可能在别人眼里，它可能是代表生命，又或者是其他的东西。就说在这方面，你是怎么来平衡和选择的？谢谢。
We were talking about this with one of you gentlemen this morning. That even if we speak in different language, we live in a different country, we have a different habit, we eat different food. There is some kind of principle in human being that is always the same. Doesn't change in China, in Russia, in Italy, in America, and so on. So even if we are educated in different religion, is different philosophy, but there is a basic element that is even for everybody. Everything is go back to the image of. Can you give me the back image of Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein.